Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Cheryl Mona Unfiltered Real Talk. I want to talk about pop culture. What does pop culture mean to you? For me, it means a lot of different things because growing up, I used to listen to a lot of different genres when it comes to music. Before I became to Christ, excuse me. I used to listen to music the 70's, the 80's, the 90's, and a little bit of the 2000s. But I have to say, some of the majority of the songs, excuse me, really resonated with me, like the 70's and the 80's and 90's. I know I talked about it in my previous video that music is just not the same anymore compared to now. In my opinion, music today is just pure garbage. It's just garbage, and I don't listen to the worldly music anymore. I fully listen to Christian music. But with that being said, I'm going to be completely honest. I do really resonate, like I said, to the music in the 70's, 80's, and 90's because I just feel like, in my opinion, it just was more meaningful, if that makes sense. I feel like back in the days when artists used to sing different musics, it was about their culture, their life experience, what they've been through, things that we can relate to in our daily, lives. And we can really, relate to that. You know what I mean? Like now these days, I cannot relate to garbage music right now. I don't even know what's hip, what's hop, what's in right now. Again, I only listen to Christian music, but back in the day, I can relate to some of the music. I know back in the 70's, I was not even born yet. I'm an 80's baby. But like I said in my previous video, growing up, I listened to Whitney Houston, Paula Abdul, Janet Jackson. Even back in the 70's, my dad loved Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross. I can't even go on. Aretha Franklin. I have like a list. Al Green, Ray Charles, James Brown, the Isley Brothers, Tina Turner, Luther Vandross, Diana Ross. I love Diana Ross. She's just beautiful and amazing. Like age, oh my gosh, have nothing on her. The King of Pop, MJ. The list just goes on and on, especially in the 80's too. I already mentioned a few artists, Sheila E., Rick James, Diana Ross, Madonna, Prince, Gloria Estefan, Betty Davis, Atlantic Stars. Same with the 90's, Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, En Vogue, Aaliyah, Faith, Outkast, Janet Jackson, TLC, Rum DMC, Missy Elliott. The list just keeps going on and on. And just growing back, like I said, I can definitely relate to some of these music, you know what I mean? Especially when I was going through some tough times in my life that I can just, pop a CD and then just listen and just really hear what they were really talking about. Like really hear, the lyrics and what they've been through in their life, you know what I mean? And it's meaningful. You know what I mean? These music is so meaningful and it's classic until this day. You know what I mean? I know they're not playing it that much on the radio unless you have satellite radio like I do because I hate commercial. But but it's just like, I feel like pop culture music is just a work of art. You know what I mean? Because it's always going to be there. It's never going to go away. Even though they don't talk about some of these artists, but I like to talk about them because they're amazing. You know what I mean? Their work, their lyrics is just amazing. And I just love majority of the music that I used to listen to back in the day. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I reminisce. When I like listen to Paula Abdul, Janet Jackson, even the 90's, you know what I mean? Because I grew up, watching, not watching, but listening to 90's music. And sometimes I just go back in time, oh my gosh, this is what I was doing at this time when I was listening to this music and that music and so forth. So it's just crazy. Obviously, that's not my life anymore because I became into Christ. I have a new life and I love Christian music. I really do. With that being said, it just takes me back. And then music these days, the 70's and the 90's, 70's, 80's, and 90's, excuse me, is just pure, full of soul. You know what I mean? Rich soul music, meaningful music that you can absolutely relate to. Now, I don't know how these teenagers, these people now relate to any type of music right now these days, because it's just, in my opinion, it's pure garbage. It's nonsense. It's just worldly music and it doesn't make any sense. But to each his own. Everyone have their preference. Everyone have their genre. which music that they can relate to and which music that they like. And I respect that. But for me, growing up, I can really articulate and really resonate with some of these artists back in the day. And I made a playlist, even though I haven't listened to half of these music over a decade, but I made a playlist for you guys, and I hope that you enjoy it and tell me your thoughts and your opinion about some of these music. Do you remember them? Do you don't? Have some of these music or artists resonate to you growing up, or when you were going through some trials and tribulations that you can relate to? Just let me know, because my playlist is, I don't know, I'm not gonna give myself credit, but I really work hard on this playlist, and I hope that you really love it and enjoy it. And yeah, I like I said, I really like this, talking about it. And I might come up with an idea to do like, throwback, 80's, 90's, even put a little bit of Christian music out there too. I'm just thinking, just coming up with some ideas what I should do with my how to do my playlist music on my YouTube channel. But like I said, I love the music back in the day. I just wish they would play more meaningful music now these days, besides Christian music, because Christian music I can relate to too. I definitely can relate to. It really resonated with me as well. Listen to Christian music. Like I said, now these days I don't even know what's hip, what's out there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I just like to go back in time and just listen to like all the oldies, Doesn't make me less of a Christian. I just like going back and just listen to some soul music. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just want to put a CD in or go to your YouTube or go to Spotify and just listen to some soul music, just to take you back in time. So I hope you enjoy my playlist and let me know what you think of my playlist. Be honest, because I have thick skin, so you won't hurt my feelings, I promise. So let me know what you think of my playlist once I load it up on my YouTube channel. I just want to say thank you so much for listening and watching my YouTube channel, Cheryl Milder Unfiltered Real Talk, and I will talk to you guys soon. God bless and good night. Bye.